Just started.
Good evening, everybody. This has been a fantastic day for MetaBUSDCoin. My name's Chris Din. I'm a meta captain. I know I've got a few new faces in here. It's great having you guys on board. Um, yeah, new all-time high. It's just the beginning. We got our applications for CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap turned in officially now. The way we filed them was actually CoinGecko yesterday afternoon, and we did coin market cap today. We wanted to wait until we did the coin market cap listing until we had a little bit higher volume, and we anticipated this volume with some of the marketing that we knew was going on. Um, so we figured it would be a good idea to wait one day on that one, put that application in. That application was submitted earlier in the day. So honestly, almost at any moment now, they could list us. They could take anywhere from many days. We really don't know yet. We do have a specific that the listing will probably come fairly quickly. That's why we waited until we did do the application. We have some experience behind it. It's worked well in the past for the gentleman who handles all of our stuff. Um, I have spoken openly in the past, and we did do a community vote about changing our uh, tax structure for about a 24-hour period as listing happens. And what we will be doing is we will be lowering the automatic burn, eliminating it, and adding that to the marketing tax in order to raise additional marketing funds for marketing post-listing action. And we will return the tax structure exactly the way that it was before after that 24-hour period. Uh, that's just a good measure that the community has agreed on to allow us to continue to grow and fight any sell pressure that comes from the uh, listing itself. Sometimes that does happen with projects, and we just want to be able to move appropriately within that space if that does happen. Again, what we will do is we will eliminate the automatic burn completely, and we will add that to the marketing. The overall tax itself on the transaction will stay the exact same. So there's no need to change any slippage or anything like that. It's just a quick measure that we'll do just to ensure overall growth after the listing. And if anybody has any questions or concerns about that, I'm actually going to open that up right now and ask if you want to say anything. Please say so right
When are you planning? When does the 24-hour period start?
We're trying to time it out with the listing itself. That is going to be rather difficult just because from past experience, it's literally like 5 to 10 minutes from the time that CoinMarketCap will actually contact you until the time that it's actually live on their um, chart. But hopefully, we will be able to do it within that time frame right then. Uh, I know we'll focus going on over the next couple of days. I can stay a little more grounded at my house, so I'm as close as possible, stuff like that, in case these things happen. Because I'll have to make a change on the contract real quick. And it's easy. It's done on my PC. I can do it on my phone if I absolutely have to. So I can do it on my PC in like seconds. But yeah, so we're gonna try to time it out so it's actually happening like right before the listing goes live, uh, to the best of our ability. Uh, if for some reason there's a delay on the listing and there's, or if I'm not available at the time, it might end up being something where like an hour into the listing, I end up chasing that. But I'm going to try to get it done right before, and then it'll run for 24 hours. Okay. And I'll announce those things as I do, per usual. Is there any other questions about it? Alrighty. On to some lighter notes. Everybody, I hope they got to see the video that was put out by Mobile Trades today. It was a fantastic video. I'm sorry that I sounded a little robotic. I was extremely nervous for some reason, and I could not fight it. Just getting my little clip in there literally took me like 30 tries. It was incredible. I don't know why, for some reason, even like for these AMAs, I get really nervous before I start. But once I actually start talking and start rolling up stuff, I usually just think right into it and I forget that it's been. But for some reason, thinking about the fact that it was going to go on the Wolf Trades video, I had a hard time. I think I'm getting better at it though, and in time I will be able to do those things a little bit better and clear. And that's my hope that we've been working on. Uh, I love the video itself, and it obviously had a fantastic effect. I think we've gained a lot of new holders from many different places, but a lot of them from that video itself, and that's exactly what I was looking for. And I love it. It's awesome. Okay, so as far as additional marketing moving forward after today, we do have a new video coming out from one of our partner YouTubers tomorrow, and as well, me and Nick have been finalizing the last edition of YouTubers. That video will probably, the last one will probably end up coming out like later this weekend, uh, Saturday or Sunday. As soon as I have that, 15th of the I will put that out. The chat, stuff like that. The website tracker, the rewards tracker, is like all but finished. What we ended up having to do, because we're currently doing a redesign on the actual website, we went ahead and purchased an additional domain space and additional hosting space. So I will just launch a separate website. It's already launched now. I'll put out the information later on this evening as soon as everything's functional for the official tracker that we will be using. And then as soon as I have the update finished for the main website, we will just move that tracker from the domain that it sits now onto our system. We thought about trying to go ahead and plug it in now to the website, but because I'm going to have to change like some parent theme stuff, we were afraid that something would break in the process. So we just decided it'd be faster and easier, and I'd be able to have a functioning tracker up now versus having to wait a couple days. And I think, especially if the listing happens within the next 24-hour period, that's something that we just definitely want available. So we have that moving and at a rapid pace. And at some point this evening, I'll release that domain name with a working tracker on it. No sneak peeks or previews for the new website yet, but more than likely within 24 hours, I'll start to release that information between the mods and the team, and we will begin to finalize the overall look and go from there, and possibly release some of those sneak previews to the overall community. Is there any questions about the website or the rewards tracker? I know some people were asking about like LinkedIn information. The LinkedIn information is actually available on the website now, but I will make it more. Um, I'll make it more pronounced. That way, you easily find it on the website. But now, if you click my name, I think it should take you to my LinkedIn first. And as well, we've also added a couple new social media like profiles and pages and stuff like that. And I know those aren't currently on the website, but I will be adding those to the new updated website, and that information will be available there. The white paper is still going over like final reviews, but we will be publishing that at some point within the next, I'd say, 4 days. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions about any of that information? All right. Nick, what was our all-time high now?
I think it was. I posted it earlier. Was it 4, 5 something?
Four
Four
five
five seven three, I think.
4573. Okay. All right. All right. And I looked right before we got on here. I think we were like at 402 maybe.
We're higher than that. We're at 4-1.
Nice. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, I think we've made some really great price action today. The really important thing for us was the volume. We really saw a nice uptick in volume and usually first team. That's something that the coin market cap team is it really pays attention to, especially compared to a lot of other stuff. If you got the high volume, that shows activity, that shows community engagement, and that goes a long way. So we really think that that was kind of the sinker for us. If you remember us saying before, many times before, we said that we really wanted $50,000 daily volume for the application, and I'd have to double check, but I think we're just about there. Yeah, I think we're just about at 50,000. So overall, that's a fantastic go. Win for us, in my opinion. I'm really excited about that. I know in the chat earlier today, uh, especially in Telegram, some of the stuff that we were talking about, it's something that we've talked about many times before in AMAs. Uh, they asked if I could specifically go over it now, and I think I'm actually going to dedicate a specific AMA for that. Maybe even tomorrow's. But it goes over the volume, the numbers, the vested tokens, and how the rewards actually work. And it's not overly complicated per se, but I kind of want to make sure that I have it all outlined appropriately. That way, whenever I'm discussing it, I can be as clear as possible. I can answer like individual questions about it very easily, but as far as giving an overall view of it, I think that I need to be able to like step it out in paces for everybody. But we have extensive plans for our vested tokens that we have now in the community lockers, and it's kind of reviewed on the website, on the new website. I'll make sure it's a little bit more in depth and planned out for everybody. But we have talked about it in previous AMA. But I will dedicate like one solid AMA just to how our tokenomics work and how our vested tokens system works.
I have a question.
Absolutely.
I know you were saying something about the rewards tracker, and what I was curious of, and this is just me personally, is there any way that maybe you could add what wallet pay where the payment is coming from? Because like I'm an organization freak, and I like to know what wallet is from what coin. I just didn't know if maybe that'd be something you would be interested in putting on there for other people's, information.
You kind of broke up a little bit there, but I think what you were saying is you would like to know where the dividend wallet comes from, where the dividend payment comes from, which wallet that comes from.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Like
I think
maybe you can put the like when you make the tracker, like give BUSD dividend received from this wallet what you'll be looking for, so that at least they know. Because there's been a lot of questions from like other people in other discords and stuff like that. They're like, well, what wallet is it? Am I really getting my BUSD and so on? And I think that would help with confusion for other people, not just me for writing it down and stuff and knowing where it's
yeah,
coming from.
that makes sense. I have it pinned in the Discord, but I'll put it. the address on the website, and yeah, I can add the address to like the rewards tracker page as well, just so people can look at it and see where it comes from. But yeah, there is just one dividend address that rewards everybody. It is the same. BUSD. Um, but yeah, that's a fantastic question. I saw recently, I can't remember what project it was that I was looking at, but whenever I looked at their rewards tracker, it did actually list, hey, this is our BUSD sending address or whatever, and they put the address there. And that makes sense, absolutely. I have referenced it before because somebody else actually really early on in the project asked how would they be able to look at it, and I used that as the reference point. I was like, all right, well, this is uh, the sender right here. So if you find this within your transaction log, you can actually just look at all of your individual deposits. Um, and there is actually like a clever BSC like window that you can use as well. It's kind of complicated to use, but you can look at all of those transactions like bunched together. Um, anyways, yes, sir, that's a fantastic point, and I will take care of that. Thank you for your input. Is there any other questions that anybody? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, yes. Sorry. What's your question?
Chris, would you like to talk about the VR? And
That's actually what I was about to get into. I'm going to say, well, guys, if
Oh
you're
God.
new here,
Oh no. Everybody's stripping.
if you're new here, what this project is actually really all about
Oh no.
is we're we're aiming to be market crypto onboarding and marketplace for VR environments. We currently have already dedicated VR devs working at our VR spaces, and what these spaces are, the first items that the community will receive is a VR wallet. And what this will be is it'll be within like a headset. You can actually go into a vault of sorts, and within this vault, you will be able to access your crypto funds. Um, Soon after the release of the wallet, you'll be able to swap these crypto funds for other cryptos. You'll be able to look at all of your other cryptos within this wallet. You'll have a visuals like simulation of what they are. Dependent on what you choose your theme to be, it will change for you. As an example, we will definitely the first line release, the very first theme that will come out default is going to be like a cyberpunk theme, and you'll be looking up to a like robotic teller and like a robotic teller woman, and you'll talk to this woman, and she will launch you into like a window of sorts that you'll be able to interact with and view all this stuff. And it'll be all like digitized within screens. It'll be futuristic looking, but we do have other plans for other themes in different ways that you'll be able to interact with the wallet functions itself. Sorry. That wallet will be attached to an overall VR lobby. Okay. And this lobby will allow you to interact with other members of the ecosystem itself. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second. My daughter's asking.
got a question.
All right, sorry about that, guys. So, the lobby itself will allow you to interact with other members of the ecosystem, and you will be able to trade with these people, either collectibles like NFTs and stuff like that, or crypto itself. And we will facilitate these trades between the members and within a decentralized exchange. This lobby will attach itself to different media outlets. So you'll be able to consume media not just paid, but free um, as well as interact with different games within the ecosystem. Some of these will just be free lobby games. Other ones will be NFT generators, will be pay to play. We plan on onboarding other projects as well and facilitating their existing games and projects within our ecosystem. Their games and projects don't necessarily have to be VR itself. We can always launch a 2D game within our space, and you interact with that 2D game the same way you would in real life. But you yourself are interacting with it within the virtual space. So there's many options there. Just for example, as well, we plan on having a marketplace. And what I mean by marketplace is I don't necessarily mean just only digital assets. This we hope in time to be a place that you'll be able to go in and actually shop for items the same way you would say like on Amazon, but in this virtual space. You'll be able to look at these items, possibly try these items on. There's a lot going on with development in this space right now. I could I could provide examples already that exist like within just the general commerce market with augmented reality and different advancements that they've made, like with lens crafters, stuff like that. But as well, you now have items where like, you can have shoes that automatically track to your feet within an augmented space as well within a virtual space. And like Adidas, Nike, and many other products that have already well invested within this technology. It's already technical. But these are future advancements. On a general basic level, what we could do right now is you could easily introduce anything that exists within the digital marketplace now onto this platform and allow people and individuals to interact with it in a way that's far different than they do now, and as well than their current cryptocurrencies on these items. And we MetaBUSD coin facilitates all of the fuel for this ecosystem, allowing.
Hey,
Yes.
so have you heard about Nike getting the patent for blockchain-based sneakers?
Oh, my brain just like fried itself. What do you mean? No, I have not heard about that. I've
Yeah,
been really busy for the last like 3 weeks, and I haven't been able to like catch up on any news. That's crazy. So, what
yeah.
do they mean by that? Do you know?
It's called Crypto Kicks, and I think it's gonna be. If I had to assume, it's gonna be like NFTs, and it's huge for the PR department.
Yeah. So, like, it's already like I was saying. Like, for instance, I knew that they were already highly invested in the technology behind like the hand and foot tracking. Um, on a tech based level, it's really not hard to facilitate augmented items within certain defined spaces. So as soon as you get like something as easy down as the feet and where the feet are, and you're able to assign them as an anchor point, then you can then assign any item to that anchor point, and you can make somebody's feet anything you want it to. So that's something that I'm glad to see major corporations getting behind. I know everybody here has used like the face filter thing, like the Snapchat and all that, and it's seriously exactly technology. You're just finding some way to facilitate the anchor point. With the face, it's really easy because you just have to be like, all right, there's always two eyes and a mouth.
I think he cut off.
Sorry, my stupid headset just randomly gave up on me. But so you can hear me now, right?
Yeah, we can.
All
Way
right,
better.
perfect. Okay, sorry. So, um, what it really boils down to is like, if you can find just those general items, you can then track that movement, so on and so forth. So I knew already that there was many corporations that had invested heavily in that field in particular, specifically with shoes for some reason. I know that's a generally good market, I guess, but yeah, that's exciting to see a name brand like Nike jumping in it so hard. That's really cool. I'll buy some Nike NFT shoes, a virtual person in a heartbeat. That's yeah, absolutely. I own Oakley shades in VR. So
uh, Chris, I did research on that. I heard about that earlier. I think that what the crypto kicks is that if you buy like an like you say you buy some Jordans or something like that, right? You get a digital, like your certificate of authenticity is in the form of an NFT, and then you can interact with that NFT. So I don't think you can sell that NFT without selling the shoe. So it's probably assigned to it.
oh, that's really
Are
cool.
you
Now
guys?
It
that
is.
Are you
It
guys?
makes sense. I think they're going to do that with Rolex as well. It makes sense.
You guys
that's
talking
really
about
cool.
Collect
Yeah.
Coin or just Nike Direct? I missed part of it.
I think that's just Nike Direct.
So like Collect Coin, which had a hacked launch, but Monaco Markets, same concept as you have an NFT that is a real world item, but the difference with them is they'll actually store the real item for you. So if you're like buying multiple purses, watches, and all those things, they'll vault it for you, and you don't even have to take possession. But you can either have it delivered to you or whatever. But yeah, that NFT will have a certification of
So,
authenticity
Well,
and
man,
everything
so
that
have
goes along with
have
that's
you
dangerous. That's
have you
dangerous.
seen the endangered animal one? Like there's a endangered animal NFT. I can't remember the name of it. I'm really bad for promoting other projects. I'm sorry because I love this project. It's a great idea. But I think they started out with fish. So every NFT that you buy is actually representative of a real fish that exists in real life. It is actually there, and you are saving that endangered species. It's a brilliant idea. A great way to use it, in my opinion. Fantastic form. I hope they boom, but they probably won't. All the really great projects like that, they always seem to have a hard time and struggle. I don't get it. I understand charity stuff's not the biggest thing, but it should be. If I can buy an endangered animal NFT, I want to in a heartbeat for sure. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for the future of that space altogether. I think realistically, we're just now starting to come around to the real uses of cryptocurrency and blockchain. Um, Everybody loves the financial aspect of it, and that part is great. But once we actually start facilitating market moves and we start changing and we start onboarding like just information in general on the blockchain, things are really going to change, and it's the way it should be without a doubt. I think everybody agrees that, especially in the age that we live in with privacy protection issues, that if we could get everything on the blockchain, that's the way we should move. And I'm excited. I think that this space has grown at a rate that is higher than most expected, especially the decentralized finance portion of it. Has really made a huge impact. I know it's made a big impact on my life personally, but in general, on the overall industry, and I don't just mean crypto, I mean everything as far as finances goes. Um, I think it's a big wake up moment, and I believe that you're now seeing major corporations not just onboard the idea of cryptocurrencies, you're also seeing major corporations actually start to develop their own blockchains. And this is internally, but they know the technology is the way that they have to be able to function in the near future. It's the correct way of doing things. And the fact that you're seeing these major corporations invest all this money to try to do it privately it also proves that it's extremely valuable. So I'm excited. I hope we can always keep it as open and as fair as possible to everybody. That's been our mission here from the start. If anybody's here new, look at the distribution of our coins to all holders. It's very well distributed. We did a very fair launch. Everybody who bought in on our pre-sale, because we did have a pro, everybody who bought in on the pre-sale paid the market price for the token at the time of listing. They did not get a single free token over the cost of an initial market listing. Everybody paid the exact same price, and 100% of the BNB that was raised went directly into liquidity. The only reason why we did this is because we wanted to spread out the overall bag across everybody. That way, there was no one giant whale holder from the pre-sale. And whenever we finally went on the market, it was fair to anybody who was participating, even the first initial buyer. I've participated in many other launches that have gone differently, and whenever we were talking about how we wanted to do this, we thought of the easiest and best way we could make it as community involved and as fair as possible was this way. I'm glad we did it. I think it's worked out great, and the proof is here. We have a lot of diamond hand holders, and I thank every single one of you. This has been a fantastic trip so far, and I think we have a long ways to go. Is there any questions or comments from anybody within the community?
I have a question. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry.
Do y'all have anything on VR right now, like beat up spots or anything like that? Because I do VR too.
I'm sorry. I could not understand you quite all the way. Can you repeat your question?
I said, do y'all have anything on VR?
We can't really hear you, man.
I think he's asking if we have anything released in VR yet.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Like a meetup.
No.
Like that.
Do we have not yet done like I think you're asking like do we just in general do we do meetups or anything like that now? We haven't done a like community meetup or community AMA in VR yet. I was trying to wait until we had our own space for that. But if anybody wanted to do one now, like if you just wanted to meet up either in like alt space or rec room or VR chat or big screen even, something like that, I'm more than open to doing so. I've announced that 1,000 times. I try to get a Echo League going, but nobody else wanted to like dive in with me, so you know.
I'm in. I'm a contractor. We're in the league. I'm trying to get the league going. So that's cool, man. Yeah. I was just curious if y'all had anything up going.
All right, bud. I'll tell you what you need to do is your very first like good round of reflections, you need to go buy yourself a headset or something, a microphone or something. We need to fix your audio.
I'm driving on my mobile car, dude. I got VR and everything like that. I'm just driving.
Okay.
I got you, bro.
That makes sense because you have a moment where you're super clear and then you cut out for like 10 seconds and then you come back super clear again. You're just in and out.
Yeah, I'm just driving.
But
I'm just listening in. You guys want to drive?
But I'm Lord Champion on Oculus. I'm Lord Champion. It should be a given. That's my name. You can look me up, Lord Champion.
Mine is the same one as Discord right here, motherfucking murder. That's my name.
I was wondering who that was. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll look you up. I'll look you. I'll friend you. All
right, man.
Is there any
man.
other?
To you guys.
You too, man. You too.
Right.
Is there any other questions from the community?
Yeah. Why haven't you added me yet?
I've honestly not been able to hop on for days. I've been so busy. I'm trying to get so many things done right now. It's insane.
I know.
Like
I'm messing with you.
I literally wish I could pull one of those like osmosis tricks and just make two of me, but it's not possible. Anyways, is there any other questions from the community? Not from Nick. Alrighty. Well, if there's no other questions, I think I would like to say, what is that?
Some
All right, so
inspirational music, bud.
it is inspirational music. Thank you. A good lead out. Alrighty, guys. Thank you all very much for spending some time with me this evening. I appreciate you all so very much. This has been a fantastic journey so far. We have a long ways to go. We do have, again, new videos coming out tomorrow, and we will be approaching some new Twitter influencers as well. I think Nick got all the information, maybe even started the Facebook ads today. If he hasn't started those, I bet you he's going to here very shortly. And we will keep you guys updated as fast as we possibly can with the coin market cap and coin gecko listings. If we find out first and we have a month to tell you guys before it's actually gone live, we will do so. You guys know me. I try to keep the community as informed as quickly as possible, and I will keep that up as best I possibly can. Thank you guys. If you have any questions, you can always ask me in the chat. I'm almost always there. Have a great night.
Thank you, you too.
Cheers, everyone.